Okay. This is attempt number 2. I don't know if it's gonna work this time because it didn't work last time. But I'm here. Hey everyone. Good to see ya. Okay. Well, I actually found the live stream this time. I don't know what was up with it. I tried for like 3 minutes to find the live stream and I just couldn't find it. So, ooh. All right. What's up, everybody? It's Rain, and today we are back with more NieR Replicant. Fun little fact here, the title screen is different. Which is really, really cool. I like that. So I'm pretty sure how we start Route B is we just press continue on Route A, and that should let us start Route B. If not, I might have to look it up. Now, if this does not restart the game from like the second half, we have to reload and find out what was wrong.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my
Fireworks
sister
go
this
burr.
whole time. Anyway,
We're seeing stuff more from Emil. By the way, this is correct. We did start Route B. Nice. Kaine's dream. This is all new. The sound of the rain filled the village. Oh God, more freaking. We just started. The steep cliffs that surround the area manifest sound. Causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. It whips smoke, steam, and huts of the village who must huddle in their houses away from the rain. A single child, however, had bravely have had braved the downpour and now wanted to slowly towards the wooden hawk-shaped. If that's true, I mean, she's exiled basically. She probably had to deal with that all by herself. So I looked it up, and the wiki said, when you start Route B, you should start from the second half of the game, which is right after the 5-year time skip, which this is. Plus, it's new cutscenes. This is all new. I will leave this on the screen for you guys, but I am technically skimming it, but this is a lot to read for the first thing I do when I wake up. Come on, come on! The child felt a slight breeze. And watched the breeze as the vein slowly creaked to life. Spinning this way for that moment, the final sediment breaking point firmly towards the east. East. Really? Before the vein could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling towards them in the air, striking against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground. As a hailstorm, a stone began to fall around her. Oh no, they found me. Heartbreaking smile creaked across the child's face. The stone continued their assault. The rain, the sound of multiple footsteps, grew louder before a voice raged out. Yo ho, Kaine! The voice belonged to Demoy, worst of the bullies in the area. As Kaine struggled to stand, a final stone came striking through the mud, bouncing against her foot. Blood oozed as it cut above her eye, blurred her vision. But she couldn't make out the shape. Demoy, his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed to taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seeming in defiance of the blood dripping from her face, but quickly ragging it bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, currently burning in their eyes. This is kind of awful. We knew Kaine was bullied. I just woke up. I don't want to get put back to sleep with text. This is actually really sad. So we knew Kaine was bullied and she was like ostracized from her village. But I didn't know that would happen so early. Like when she was a kid. I thought it was only after she got the shade inside of her. She was attuned to the sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. While some villages simply turned a blind eye to the action of their children, many encountered it openly. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated, and if possible, destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Demoy's words grew at her like a worm in an apple. He can't hurt me. He lied to himself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt. Oh look, the little freak is gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you? Wants you dead? Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away to a world seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Demoy kept ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless, a failure. I wish Demoy Rock had taken my head off. Kaine couldn't meet Demoy's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground. The bullies moved towards her, inch by inch. She could smell the scent of the old meat on his breath. The boy grabbed Kaine's face with thick fingers, yanking it upwards. She tried to turn away. He forced her to gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelash to pry it open. Show me. No. Did you just say no? Demoy grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. Not even taking his attention from Kaine, he calls his cohorts. Come on, guys. Let's give the freak something she deserves. As Demoy finished picking and blowing began to rain down upon Kaine. Demoy paused, still grinning, as Kaine curled into a ball trying to make the pain stop. He literally just yanked open her, like, injured eye. That's fucked up. I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are. Kaine ignored the question, choosing to instead stare at the weather vane. It continued to point east. Go home. Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no one to go to. Freak. Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only the laughter of the tormentors turned terrifying cries. She did not open her single bloody crooked eye. Kaine, shocked to see Demoy, crawled on the ground, holding his head, screaming in pain. She could see blood welling, spilling between his feet. Twisted fingers. Oh my god. He's crying. He's actually crying. Deprived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves, as if waiting for someone to step forward to take charge. When no savior emerged, they began to look uneasy, shuffled away from Kaine. But the young girl, the least of their concern, instead, their attention was wrapped in an ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke with a voice with a thick range. Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now, I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. And if you little bastards, ever touch Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock at you. You got it? The old woman croaked down, gently touched the head of Demoy, was using to cover his wound. Before he could think about to protest, she ground her palm against the wound. Damn. Ow! He screamed, leaping to his feet. Stop it! What are you doing? Quit whining. Ain't no one ever died from a scratch. You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch. A big one. That could have killed me. The woman shrugged. Death is the best cure for stupid. Is this her grandma? She said she really loved her grandma. That's really cute. I love that. Demoy's face twisted with rage at her words. Locking his eye with Kaine, he took a step backwards and stamped on the ground. Get out. Leave this village. No one wants you here. Either of you. Seeing the old woman grab a stone, Demoy and his company turned their tails and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side, breaking down in a single laugh. Ha! Look at that fat boy go. Guess he's healthy enough to run from fight. The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaine. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulders. Then proceeded to cloth the floods of her dress and began blotting at the blood on her forehead. Oh, Kaine, she said, why didn't you fight back? You're stronger than a lot of them. The words of her grandmother stung Kaine, and she turned away. Don't be nice to me, she said. I don't deserve it. Nothing matters. Nothing anymore. Her tear. Oh my god, this is so long. Hi, Galaxy. Nice to see you. Happy 4th of July. Yes, happy 4th of July. Thank you, Thomas. Alright. Everyone hates me. They think cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead. As Kaine's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hand on her shoulder. And Kaine found herself unable to turn away. Don't talk like that, girl. You got a duty to fight until your last breath. Understand? The woman tightened her grip and tried to still turn a tremor in her voice. You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine. You know because you survived it. As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know her grandmother. But when her parents died, the woman quickly adopted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, valor, quick to violence, and their first few years together had been easy. But with each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears holding cracks of her face, Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who seemed hard at times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness, it was her. Do I make you sick, Grandma? 'Cause not. Of course not. Don't be. So the grandma's like that too? Of course not. Don't be an ass. Kaine drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body suddenly. But my body, it's not normal. If it was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't. Hush. I will not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter, and I love you. And if folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell. With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dyed flowers in Kaine's hair. The silk took of the bend of the flowers without breaking, and the stems or losing a single petal. It's remarkable, and the beauty, it made Kaine want to cry all over again. Oh my gosh. Are these lunar tears? Grandmother, you made this for me? Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire life without seeing one, and yet her grandmother had somehow cultivated a dozen or more. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath, as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these? Just stumbled on them a while in the shop. The woman turned away and spoke, leaning Kaine up against her. I mean, this is really cute, but it's like really long. Oh my gosh. The old hands have trouble with the delicate work, but I'm sure it looks good on a pretty girl like you. Kaine blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty? course you are. What a foolish thing to say. Thank you, Grandma. Her grandmother smiled. We're gonna be fine. You and me? She said, as long as we have each other, we'll be just fine. Kaine took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two stumbled back to their feet. They began to walk home. Kaine gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to smoke from drifting away from the wind. The rain had stopped. Kaine stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin lazily in circles. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough. Even if it's us against the world. Kaine let her gaze drift upon the weathered vane into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned to head home, the light scattered into a million pieces and vanished, seemingly taken away by the breeze. Oh my god, there's more? This is gonna be a freaking stream, isn't it? Wait, I forgot today was the 4th of July. Yes, it is. There's a new Persona 3 trailer. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to look it up after this. Ooh, I'm gonna have to open my drink, guys. I just started. My mouth's already dry. Oh. Let me just grab my water. Sparkling water first thing in the morning probably isn't that good for you, but hey, it wakes you up. So how's everyone doing today? Stupid piece of shit axe. Kaine. Dude, no wonder Kaine's like this. Do you hear her grandma? She's just as much of a foul mouth. That you, Kaine? Yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. Don't get too close or I might take your goddamn foot off you. Oh my god. I'm not gonna be able to say half of this. She brought the axe down on the piece of wood, sending chips flying everywhere in every direction. One spun past Kaine close enough for her to hear the whoosh. Once she scuttered to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around the mouth and shouted, Grandma, do you need help? I can get you water or lunch, a new axe or something. Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss poor job chopping, why don't you come here and take over? Shades have been restless lately, and I don't want to running into one of them bastards. Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this is really hard. I'll probably go back and read most of this again. But for now, I think it's just really bad storytelling, honestly, in a video game especially. To force your characters to read, and when you could have just put a cutscene in. Like, seriously, they could have just made this a cutscene and had, like, flashbacks for Kaine as she waking up. They didn't have to put these giant text box here. This is just kind of lazy. They did it with the Forest of Myth too, but at least there it made sense because it was a storytelling. It was a storytelling thing in the Forest of Myth because it was the tree that holds all the world's stories, all the world's knowledge. But here it's just like they did not want to make a cutscene. Okay, that's interesting. She hit the wood so hard it literally shattered the stump. Okay. This is tough. And my lungs are all weird sized. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kaine doubled her efforts. Just as she developed a rhythm, grandmother returned from the village. Setting down her buckets of small with a sigh, she took one look at the logs caught out by the wheezy laugh. Pretty clumsy girl. You need practice. Eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. Grandma? The old woman shook her head and pointed trembling finger at the bucket. Get the bucket. Can't let it spill. Knelt by her grandmother's side. A small bit of water showed over the side, and they made their way home. Grandma, what's happening? Crazed with panic, grabbing her grandmother. It was as her shoulders began to shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaine's way. Stop that, just stop. She cried, breathing heavily. It ain't like I'm dying. Okay. This is such a weird change of character. Is it because the grandmother actually is sick and doesn't want to die? I mean, she is all Kaine has. But we know already what happens to her grandmother. Kaine told us. Hook killed her. And that's why Kaine hated him so much. Grandmother, you're sick. You need medicine. I'm going to the village. The woman shook her head as she tried to rise, but Kaine gently pushed her down. It's all right, she said. I'll be fine. Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that she could... Excuse me. Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed like an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. Well, I don't like it. But I guess it should... But I guess I should stop being so stubborn all the time and let you grow up. Hours later, an unseen sun made its way to the dark, rainy sky. She was still watching. Kaine moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes, making sure the money her grandmother had given her was still there. Everyone's noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade, or worse, Des Moines and his gang. But she encountered neither tormentors or shades. Kaine finally found the estate of her village. Few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other. Others behind her raised before shaking away from the shadows. Her heart racing, Kaine took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself, over and over, as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on the older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air, telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kaine's presence. "Hey lady," said Kaine, with a bravado she did not feel. "Where's the... What?" "How dare this thing speak to me?" they seemed to say, but Kaine saw that her eyes held a different emotion, fear. "Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me." "Which way?" Kaine repeated. The woman pointed to a small building. I wonder why everyone hates Kaine so much. It's not really telling us. It really isn't. She made reference to her body, kind of like Emil did. But she doesn't have the shade yet. Does she have the black scroll already? It was Demoy. He'd clearly been sent here on some kind of family errand, because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found. "Oh my god," he sputtered. What are you doing here, freak?" The insult was delivered without force, and Kaine happily ignored it. Stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for medication. "Ha!" barked Des Moines. "That old bitch finally keel over? Go to hell, Des Moines." The boy's eyes grew wide, seemingly ready to fall off his head. But before he could let it fly with a comeback, or worse, a punch, he told them to knock it off before they get kicked out of his store. Des Moines slunk over the shop, cursing Kaine under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop. Countless bottles filled with cramped store, each with a elaborate written on something. I wonder if, so I kind of already figured Route B would be Kaine's perspective, but I wonder if we're actually going to play as Kaine. That'd be cool. I'm honestly so tired of reading already. This is so long. You like that picture? Kaine turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in her hand. His eyes were gentle but sad, and they seemed to stare through her into a nothingness as he spoke. "That's my daughter. I sketched it when she was a little girl. She's been dead for a long time now." Kaine didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with right words. "Pictures are wonderful things," continued the shopkeeper. They let the closest ones you live with forever." He shook his head slightly, then looked down at Kaine and smiled, handing over the medicine and reaching "You should have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw." Kaine took an inspective and stepped back, causing the shopkeeper's face to go darker. "Yes, I've heard the rumors about you," he said. "It's a small village, and word travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think it matters much. I know your grandmother, Kali, is that her name? And I think the way she's driven out of the town was just deplorable. Grandma's name is Kali, though Colleen suddenly... She was still mulling the facts over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary, oh my god, why can't I say this word? Apothecary's hands. Your grandmother is an old friend of mine, he said, and Kaine scooted away yet again. And I owe her much. I tried sparkling water. I hated it. I hate the bubbles. Need your tongue. Yeah, it kind of wakes me up though. Plus you can get like the ones with like the flavor drops and stuff, which is really nice. So you're drinking water that doesn't taste like water. It's amazing. Well, how is it? Those bastards giving you any trouble? It was kind of fun, said Kaine with a small smile. No, seriously, it was. Fun, eh? Asked the grandmother in a voice which implied she believed anything but. So, anything you need to run an errand? Let me know. I mean, it probably was fun for Kaine. She got to tell up Demoy, and now it's been a while, so she probably knows her own strength pretty well now. They said Kaine was like super strong. Portrait of me. Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at the wicked old crone. But Grandma, it makes you live forever. Horse shit. Said her grandmother, throwing back the sheets on her bed. Living forever would just piss me off. Now put those crayons away and help with dinner. But Kaine would not relent, and in the end, grandmother found herself leaning against the wall of their house as she posed for the for the master artist. Kaine took up the crayons, eyed her subject carefully, and got set to work. It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all. I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought the crayons would, you know, make drawing easy or something. The old woman's eyes narrowed, her granddaughter disappointment. Let me be the judge of that, she said, ignoring the pain in her eyes and reaching up for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face. It also could have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly mismatched loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic arrow of colors. The old woman started to picture for a long time and slowly wheezed out laughing. Oh, Kaine, she said between laughter. You truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me and I love it. But, hush, I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I'll treasure it always. True to her words, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor in their kitchen table. Days that followed, Kaine would often catch her staring at the painting, with a strange smile on her face, an action she interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kaine could stand it no more and asked the grandmother to take the artwork down. Posh, she said, the old woman. I'll take this down when they roll me in the shroud. Does that mean like dead? She pounded for a bit and then turned Kaine and dropped to her knees. Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy. In a way I've never felt before. And it makes me want to go on. So that someday you can feel the same happiness. It was a moment that buried itself into Kaine's memory. A perfect blend of pride, love, joy. All came together. I mean, it's nice to get some backstory, because, you know, they did really, really care about each other. Time to move on. People and memories move and out of their life, ghosts passing through the hall. But this memory will be different. Kaine swore, because I will remember it forever. Forever. Please tell me that was it. Oh my god. A third freaking story. Oh my gosh, guys. This stream is gonna be called Book Reading with Soul. I mean, I like seeing all the backstory and stuff of Kaine, but I just wish they would have done it in cutscenes. Like, seriously, we'd be done with this already. If they would have done it in cutscenes, it would have been like 2-3 minutes tops. But no, they're making us read. And there's really, really, like, I don't even know, like, puffing it up. Like, there's so much extra we do not need to know. Like, yeah, the backstory of getting to know her grandmother is really cute. Getting to see how she was bullied makes sense and for her character and everything. But we don't need to know all her interactions with the random people in the village she'll never see. Like the shopkeeper, or not the shopkeeper, but the lady who gave her directions and stuff. We didn't need to know that. We get it. She's being bullied. Everyone in the town hates her. The reading rainbow. Oh yeah, that's terrible, alright? Why, you little brat, laughing at the old woman. Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me. And that fact. 5 years have passed since the moment when Kaine's grandmother saved her from the bullies. Is often the way two stubborn people, their relationship had grown to fit in starts, but movement forward all the same. Meals that used to be sober affairs were now filled with laughter and hurls of abuse and equipped measures. Do they just cuss each other out 24/7 and that's their relationship? Oh, at least we know where Kaide got her foul mouth. Damn. Do you guys remember when we fought Hook? Like in the very, what, it was the first or second stream of the game when we first met Kaine. What was the first thing she said? I'm gonna rip out your eye and shit down your motherfucking eye socket. Something motherfucking blah 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 blah. It was a giant insult that just kept going and going and going. It was really funny. I really wish I remembered it. Kind of stared at her grandmother and held out an arm and swept around their home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, rubble, and old places sagged like boxes in a final ground. Grandma, a dying cat could crawl through this house. I'm going to build a stone one. Shall we have some protection? The old woman laughed, exposed to their toothless grin to the world. Grandma, goddamn girl. If a bunch of thieves want to ransack an old place, let them. Come on, we got nothing else to steal. I'm not worried about thieves. I'm worried about shades. People saw some west of the village yesterday. The old woman tilted her head. Well, shoot. I don't know why we have to do it today. We can worry about it some other. Grandma, no. If I don't go, the Kilma trees won't eat tonight. You know that. Yes, yes, she said after a bit. Of course, you're right. I'm sorry, Kaine. Lately, I've seen my mind is. She didn't finish that thought. Instead, walking over the nightstand and gently taking a lunar tear from the drawer. The flower petals had aged brilliantly. What, did they not rot? You're gonna be a true woman soon. So that means less chatter about shades and building, defense walls, and more talking about beauty and how beautiful you've become. Annoyed, Kaine reached out and moved the garland, but she looked on her grandmother's face and stopped her hand. You're a beautiful thing, said the old woman. There ain't any other like you in the world. I'm very proud of you. Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day. Such a mouth on you. Where did that come from? Gee, I wonder. I'll teach you, sass me girl, yelled her grandma, suddenly launched toward and grabbed Kaine by the ears, pulling her around to the room with a crazy grin on her face. Grandma, yelled Kaine with a quick voice. Grandma, stop it. What the hell? The old woman stared at her blinkingly, then slowly held her wrinkled hand out as it was the first time she had ever seen them. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind's just... Kaine thought the look on her grandmother's face was most heartbreaking. Oh, is she getting... Yeah, I think she's losing her memory and stuff. What's the word for that? I can't remember. You go get your fruit and your wall with whatnot. I'll be fine. There's organ music playing in the background. Something super sad's about to happen. God, she looked old now. It was like a wind could reach down and carry her away. Kaine worried that her grandmother, all day, causing her work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, dusk approached and she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for letting her focus, Kaine pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back to the path. As she crossed the final hill, suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed aside, seeing a few pieces wriggling broken fruit rolling down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed on the thick cloud that hovered just ahead, tracing the path with her fingers. Kaine suddenly felt her stomach knot into itself. Oh, oh God, no. Her grandmother's house was ablaze. The flames licked up as it was trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma! Grandma! Kaine ran faster than she ever had moved in her life. Once she tipped on the stones and went sprawling onto the rocky ground. She leapt back to her feet and continued running, unfazed. Blood spilled on her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kaine's mind began to race with the footfall. It's too dark. It's too dark. Not just fire. Can't be fire. Too much smoke. Gotta save her. Gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt. Her worst suspicions had been confirmed. The smoke from the fire was meaningless, with a thick, inky blackness of announcing a shade. The massive creature supported itself on 3 twisted feet and each balanced from a large armed tail, scattered horns, claws, snouts, a body with random chaotic patterns, giving the appearance of a lizard design in the insane god. Seeing Kaine, it let out a roar and flicked its tail, rendering a small whirlwind spinning around the yard. For a moment, the creature reached in the inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend what something was actually happening. But then a smell hit her, a blend of rotten meat, and horror began to reel in her mind once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kaine responded with a scream of her own. "All right, you bastard," she thought as she screamed, echoed in the high cliffs around her. "It's you or me. Let's go." The shade eyed Kaine, then began to look from her in the house back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had greedily wrought. With a dread building in her heart, Kaine glanced toward the house. Though the smoke and flames, she spoke with a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. "Grandma!" At the sound of her voice, the old woman began to waving frantically. "She's alive. Though Kaine, alive." Kaine's legs sprang to life, and she raced across the yards towards the flaming wrecked house. Before she could arrive a few more steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar, powerful enough to uproot the trees and sent Kaine flying. "Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up now!" As Kaine struggled to her feet, the shade stomped towards the house, pinned the grandmother down around the tip of its claw. The old woman struggled to move the claws on her stomach, but she might well have been pushing a mountain. She caught a brief, sending a small spray of blood into the air and collapsed onto the ground. Her energy spent. Kaine lurched to her feet, only to fall back to the earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire. One or both of them were surely broken. Ignoring the pain, the scream from her body, she began dragging herself across the yard, leaving a drunken trail of blood at her wake. Grandma, hold on, just a little longer." Her grandmother's face was turning blue. Her eyes rolled back in her head. Kaine pulled herself across the ground with maddening slowness. The distance seemed increased with every step that passed. The shade glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up and cornered short. Panting breath bleached from someone deep inside its core. Bastard, laughing at us. She had no idea how much mindless creatures could express emotion, but there could no doubt the shade was taking joy in their suffering. Yes, I see your pain. The shade moved its claw slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive only to snuff her out when Kaine got close enough to touch her. I'm gonna kill this bastard. Summoning all the strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap at her right ankle as the foot twisted backwards, but she forced it to form in her mind and began holding towards the mountain, pulling a small knife from her pouch. At her waist, she leapt up to her feet, pinning at her grandmother's weapon deep. Give her back, she screamed. Give her back to me. It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes of the knife, it broke, hit with a dull snap. The shade laughed again, then raised his tail and sent it rushing through the air towards the young girl that latched onto her foot. Kaine never had a chance. The tail struck her in the chest and sent her crushing and burning wrecked and sent her into the burning and wrecked house. She lay on the ground, blood spilling from multiple wounds. A small, weak voice spoke up. Kaine. Kaine's vision blurred, but she forced herself to the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough to make out her grandmother, hands reaching out to her as she spoke. Grandma, Kaine, you gotta run. You can't be this one. Kaine grabbed with her hands and held it with her strength. Grandma, come on, we have to go. The old woman coughed loudly, one of her hands slick with blood slipping from Kaine's grasp and thumbed onto the ground below. Grandma, no, no! I said run, goddammit. You have to. You have to live. You have to get through. The thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade-clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof and down upon, shattering the figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from the gas. Creatures tore it as it trembled. This is so descriptive and sad. Oh my god. I'm actually kind of like, oh my god, tearing up. What's up, lady? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to story time, basically. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath it was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment ago. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of the embrace, the tremble of her fingers, but then a sensation drifted on the breeze and it was gone. Memories flashed through Kaine's mind, one after the other, faster and faster, until they became a meaningless jungle of noise. Kaine screamed then. A thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs, seeming to roll away forever. The shade eared forward, black irony pushing from its mouth and dissolving into smoke. The earth shook with every step the creature took. BRB, okay. Yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitating step backwards, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaine seized for a moment, laughing like a madwoman. She leapt into the air and punched the shattered hilt of the knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kaine off like a fly, sending her crashing into the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if the great weight were resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind, somehow warm and thick oozed from her ears. This is blood. Think it is. Think I'm bleeding to death. No. Can't die. Grandmother told me to live. Deep inside Kaine's mind, something finally broke. The sound and pain, the smoke and flames, all that faded away until remaining was a single indication reaping over and over again. Kill it. 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 Okay, I'm not saying that all that time. They're making this like a cash cow. Oop. The distance between every heartbeat grew longer and longer and longer. I can't believe they left it like that. I wanted to know what happened.
The beast approaches.
Here we go, guys. We're officially starting Route B. That was such... Guys, we spent an hour reading. We started the stream at 9. We literally spent an hour reading. That was awful. We have our weapon, though. This thing's gonna die super easily. We still have all of our stuff.
What anger this creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
I'm not gonna let this happen again. It dies today.
Yeah, it is.
My sword fits lighter.
It's not the blade but the skill of the user. Strike it down.
Which one am I missing? Oh, just his main body. Got it. That was awful, I know. It was a good story though, but I mean, putting an hour story at the beginning of Route B, evil. Hopefully it doesn't do that for all of the chapters. No! 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 I love you, Kaine. I do. You're my favorite character, but holy shit. Gently, weakly, softly, the shade. Sure, its torment was dead, turned and stomped off towards the horizon, stopping along the bellowing final road. Couldn't kill it. Shaped beyond imaginary, Kaine tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing, a lung grunted with blood. It was getting difficult to see. Only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye on the ruins of her house and noticed a ragged stump of an arm reaching out a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, she thought, with a mad giggle. This is gonna make clapping the real bitch. Ha! Cried a stubborn voice in the depth of her mind. Finally gonna die, are ya? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demoy, she thought as the unseen assault. Go to hell before I pluck out your eye and feed it to the dogs. The voice of the childhood terror evaporated into smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the atmosphere manifesting from the ruins of the ghost. I want to draw you. That way you can live forever. No, stop. I don't want to live forever. I want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's what you want. The specter shopkeeper flooded in and out of existence for a moment, then pounced a piece of paper, shakily quickling after a few moments, second turning a page to Kaine with a smile. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. The picture was of her grandmother. Real as life, Kaine opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, a dozen of multi-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing it shape from pieces. Stop! No! Don't hurt the picture! Kaine reached out with her remaining arm and waved, flaring in the air. To her surprise, insects fell onto the picture and onto the ground below, where they vanished into a black tendril of smoke. Relieved, Kaine turned her good eye back on the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch, now somehow of her grandmother, as it truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. A little gameplay, then gonna do more, pretty much. Yeah, the apothecary. Oh, duh. Oh my god. Apothecary smiled, then broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced with the jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. Ha ha! I look like that? Oh god. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, Connie laid her head back into the mud and spoke of her ruined house and waited to the end to come. But just before she let everything go, An unfamiliar voice began to whisper in her ear. Aren't you gonna wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if instantly had somehow found a way to take from Kaine. Wanted to scream at the voice and crawl under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish? Like a prayer or something? Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me, save me. Kaine finally restored it and shouting in the voice in her mind, I don't make wishes. They don't come true. Not for me. I'm cursed, a freak. I should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. What? Oh God, you are the best. Kaine glanced and saw a black, shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet, then began to move up towards the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it's like? Or is my mind losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upwards. It felt hot, spraying pain left as it in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive. And this was real. Come on, said a voice. Let it go. Kaine tried to ignore the voice, concerned with the pain, but newcomer would not have any of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're ready to give up, ready to die. So why won't you let me have it? Have what? Your body. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stand on the ground, feel the rain, and taste the wind. The voice passed in, licking its lips. When it resumed, it was filled with a mad, unstable joy. And I want to take your hand and use it and choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear their throats and bathe in the blood just like before. In response, Kaine lifted her hand and vomited. Lifted her head and vomited. Yeah, it's because her hand can totally vomit. The warmth that creeped down the front mingled with her pain and encountered the black ooze. Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? Oh, this is when the shade combined with her. Oh, is this how she lives? The slime reached her face, crept up past her nose, and slowly oozed into the socket where her arm and missing eye used to be. The moment it touched her brain, Kaine was stuck in the most painful sensation she'd ever experienced in her life. It was agony. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small whispering, oh, I'm not gonna say that. Feels good, don't it? Asking the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please a lady. Now give me the body. Come on, give me the body, and you'll have more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. The black lump began to protrude from Kaine's side. As she watched it grow longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back. The slime reached up and enveloped the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. Stop it, she whispered. marveling in how she had regained her voice. Stop. The black ooze hesitated, as if considering her request, and quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing in the cloud of smoke. "Ah, what a hell, Sunshine!" screamed the voice. "We had a deal. I thought you wanted to die." Grandma said, "Can't die yet." A brief image of her grandmother, blood and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that killed her and heard the mocking laughter, then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quashed with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. "That's right. That thing took your grandmother. I have to kill it before I die." Kaine glanced down and saw the mysterious pattern of the shade burned itself into her left arm. "Well, I'll be damned," said the voice carefully. "Look at that, Sunshine. I think you and I are going to be good friends now." Kaine started inspecting her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more letters seemed to read and sprawl on her skin and begin to infect the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. Stop. Gotta stop. Holding her left arm in her right, Kaine took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. "Come on, don't fight it," pleased the voice. "Hate's my favorite dish, and I'm hungry. Let it go. Feel the anger. Bury in the fire of revenge. Thirst for blood. Then go out there and... Shut up. Shut up and get the hell out of my body." "Your body? Oh, that's rich, Sunshine. Real rich. Look, why don't you just die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? I bet those buddies of yours in the Eyrie would love to see you dead." Kaine grabbed the nearby shard of glass and tried to see the shade influence patterns on her side. Before she could, the darkness left her arm. She grabbed the wrist, crushing it. Kaine screamed and dropped the shard. Oh, so the arm just went over and broke her other wrist. Okay, so now her arm's trying to kill her. The fuck? Did this story just become a hen wearing a tie or something? What? Shut up, idiot girl. You're possessed now, Sunshine, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. The voice laughed again. A loud, long wail of screams that went on without end. "Possessed?" "Yeah, possessed. You and me. We got what you might call a timeshare agreement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, wait till they get a load of you now." Kaine looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. Is this because that shade? Is this how they see the world? So, listen, purred the voice. I know this whole possession thing seems a little out of the blue, but ain't all that bad. There's plenty in it for you. I'm a very powerful creature, Sunshine, and now the power belongs to you. You got enemies, people you want to kill? I can make that happen. That little fact That little fat kid who kept picking on you? The big oil? Shade squeezed and grinned. We'll wrap them in their own assholes. No more abuse for you, sunshine. No more pain. Wait, Kaine, said Kaine. You're a shade. Why would you help me kill another shade? What do you think? I'm some kind of racist? Some kind of killing snob? I don't give a goddamn who you murder. Honey pants, I just want to drink from the well. Kaine considered this, struggling to her feet, the powerful shade cursing through her. But we know that because we finished Route A, all the shades are the actual humans. They're just like, they don't have their bodies, and they're trying to get bodies back. So technically, when we kill all those thousands of shades that we do, we're actually killing people who just want to get their bodies back. And yeah. Although some of them are like crazy insane for some reason and just kill people. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again. So, how about it? You and me? You could have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of some of the bloody parts for you if you don't want to. Fuck off, asshole, muttered Kaine. I'll handle the killing. Screamed the voice. Look at you go. Oh, sunshine, we're gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Tyran, and if you ever need, I'll just be hanging out in this place of meat you call your heart. Now get it? The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sore. And I like rotting and sore. Sour. Kaine found herself modeling at the voice. Yeah, she said. Yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade, and I'm gonna strangle it with its own guts. And when I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to Tyran. Count on it. Laughed Tyran. I have shit bigger than you. So good luck with that. Oh hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body. But if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, then I'm gonna take over everything. So keep on killing, sunshine, and watch your back. The voice grew faint and faded away. Fading. So somewhere deep inside of Kaine herself. Kaine waited until the voice was gone, then waved her new arm in the air a few times. It felt perfect, normal, she thought. It was like mine. Despite that, she began prodding at the new limb. She didn't want to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside of her had already won. I am not a shade. I am Kaine. Repeating this mantra in her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house and began carefully to ignore the certain red stain that spattered in the corner. Finally, after it seemed like an eternity of heartbreak, she found what she was looking for. It was the wreath of lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland petals were still as bright as ever. Kaine stared at the place in her hair, then slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry. But I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupt, a freak. And this time, I don't think I'm ever gonna go back. Holding the flowers to her heart, Kaine fell to the ground, sobbing, as night gradually lightened to dawn, and people of the area arose to their daily lives and remains of the position, as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that had infected her world.
Alive! Stay alive! Stay alive!
Grandma.
Kaine, you gotta live! You gotta come back to us!
Is it finally over? She's awake now. Of equals 2. How does it feel to killing humanity? This is actually going to be a reading stream, isn't it? A voice, yes.
Emil, you were the one calling me, weren't you?
You still recognize me?
Of course. I knew you right away.
Thank you, Kaine.
Welcome back, Kaine.
Wow, you grew up. So, how long has it been?
5 years.
It's not creepy that she has a crush on him now. He's legal.
Shit. That's a long time. Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
By the way, this is for you.
Is that a lunar tear?
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
No, it's great. Thank you.
Oh, we're here. We finally made it.
Kaine waking from her long, petrified sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain. That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all. Are you kidding me? You can't be serious!
Guys, remember in the last stream how they betrayed us and killed Emil? And we killed them. That was fun. Freaking bitches.
Please, try to understand.
Now that we know everything's a bullshit lie they made up, the story's pointless.
People are tired and scared, and... I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
This is crap, and you know it!
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I mean, look at me. As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
But...
We'll see you later.
Sorry about this.
I mean, it's sad, but I do understand this. Like, he's literally a floating skeleton.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. Never even occurred to me. Damn it.
We should turn in.
So it definitely seems like this route is going to be from Kaine's
I
perspective.
didn't get much sleep that night.
I think we're still going to be playing as NieR.
For the
'Cause we
first
fought
time in
with
my
him.
life, I hated Devila. For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola.
Good. Doubt them
Those
more.
feelings are pointless in the end.
Please,
They
for the
said,
love
"Do
of
what
God,
they did for the sake of the village,
realize that they're playing you in this route.
to protect it from the horror of the Shades." Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola? In the end, I'm just as bad. Because I never once stopped to think about Kaine and Emil's situation myself.
You were a kid, though. What was NieR, like 16, 17? Before the 5-year time skip? He had to be 16 because adult NieR is 21.
I should apologize to Kaine and Emil, but
This is new.
what good would that even do?
I got a fire going, Kaine.
Wait, is that...
I'm so happy to get to talk to you again, Kaine.
Yeah, me too.
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know. I polished you with a special cloth. I poured warm water over you.
Wait, you poured water on me?
Yeah, but it didn't really do much except make you all shiny.
Hey, Emil. Thanks for saving me.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry for all of it.
Well, I mean, this
This is
new
cute.
form isn't all bad, you know? At least I can look at you when we talk, right? Hey, so why don't you tell me something about yourself?
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
Come on, I just want to know you better.
Fine. This all happened when I was a kid. Before the whole shade possession thing. My body is... different. And when the villagers found out about it, they started treating me like a freak. But one person, my grandmother, accepted me just as I was. No matter how bad things got, she gave me the strength to keep going.
She's really
That's like the
special to
9th
me,
time
huh?
they've mentioned her body was different.
Yeah.
Oh,
But they
hey,
actually haven't told
that
us
gives me an
how.
idea. Since we cured your petrification, we should start looking for a way to cure your possession in my body. I know we can do it if we all work together. Heck, it'll probably be super easy.
Let me guess. More warm water?
Okay, can we just forget I told you about that?
That's really cute. I never really thought about it, but they would have a really close relationship. They spend more time with each other than with NieR. That was a very cute scene. Very cute.
Sleep well?
Sure.
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale. Don't be so hard on yourself, lad.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well.
Alright. We are finally actually playing.
What?
It's Mom's diary.
I have not heard you speak much about your mother.
She got the Black Scrawl and died when I was little.
At least you're finding that out.
My apologies for bringing it up.
It's all right. I can barely remember her face anymore.
During the campfire, and they could have just cut the giant text altogether. Honestly,
This is the
they
only
could
thing I
have, yeah.
left of her. Reading it helps remind me of when we were still a family.
I see.
But the final entries get a little strange.
In what way?
My dog has been barking this entire stream, by the way, too. I don't know why.
Well, here-
I might have to go down and figure it out. I don't know if you guys can hear him. If so, I apologize. He's a little rat dog.
Say there. Can you not hear me?
Are you kidding me?
Why are you standing about like a slack-jawed ninny?
Sorry. Felt like I was dreaming or something.
What the fuck is
Sleeping on
this?
one's feet is quite the talent indeed. Come now.
What the-
There's the door.
Right. Let's go.
What? Why is NieR a big Hulk? What's going on? I am so confused. What? What's with the dance music? I'm not gonna lie, I'm digging music. I don't understand why NieR is a giant man now, though. Did NieR just get buff and older? I think so. I'm not entirely sure. This might not even be NieR. The only thing that tells me it's NieR is the hair braid. I guess, and Vice being here too. Let's get Whirlwind back on. Now I can just run through. Music is really good though. I'm definitely gonna have to get this on my playlist. I'm kind of like bouncing to it. Oh, beat drop? Change or something? Is there a boss? I see a boss bar. Oh, hi. That was not very hard. Okay, now we're playing freaking heavy metal. Wait, are we at the mansion? What is with this fade out? Why are we in like alt coloring? What is that called? Like chrome diakey or something? Makes the shades look creepy AF. Looks like my blood magic is like fire too, which is kind of cool. And this is annoying. Every time I hit them, they teleport away. And it's really hard to see. Well, at least this playthrough is different. I'm so confused. I am too. I am too. I'm at a loss. Now we're in the library. I gotta say though, the music in this weird, crazy, whatever we're doing has been so good. And it all feels like it's like the same because it has the I don't even know what to call it. Kind of like opera style of singing, like echoing. But like the first one was like club music, and then we were at like when we were fighting the boss, it was like heavy metal. Man, you can't let your guard down at all. Probably heal. Do not want to have to do this all over again. Obtain a sword, obtain medical herbs. Okay. The dragon's corpse brought death to the world. Was that a Drakengard reference? I did watch the lore of Drakengard. It is the game series before NieR, and at the very end, a dragon, I can't remember her name, the red dragon, and her owner, when they were fighting the Mother Beast, fell into the NieR timeline and was impaled upon the Tokyo Tower. That brought the plague that started the NieR timeline, as odd as that is. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Back to heavy metal. Kind of like sounds like I'm listening to the Death Note opening. Oh man, Death Note was such a good anime. It has a very similar beat. And started near COVID. Kind of. When the dragon was impaled and the Mother Beast was killed, the Mother Beast kind of like exploded because the Air Force shot it. And from it, magic was kind of implemented in this world, but it was like an infection, and if it got you, it turned you into like a salt zombie. But that's literally where the video ended for the Drakengard timeline, so I actually don't know any more than that. I have no idea what happened. I don't know any idea what they did about it. I just kind of assumed that it killed all the humans because in NieR Automata, oh shit, in NieR Automata they were all dead, but in Replicant they're still alive. This series has more lore to it than Dark Souls. Yeah, but it's not as bad as Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts has so much ridiculous, nonsensical lore. It's ridiculous. Oh my god, why am I so bad at platforming? Oh, this is awful. No! I suck at platforming games, by the way. Oh my god. Me trying to play Jak and Daxter or Crash Bandicoot when I was a kid? Awful. Oh, is it not dead? The amount of freaking, copyright, or not copyright, what's the word? Edits and stuff they make to the story in Kingdom Hearts, like every game, is ridiculous. I tried to watch a lore video for Kingdom Hearts. It was 13 hours long. I did not get through it. And the sad thing is I've played all the Kingdom Hearts games. Like, I was playing since the beginning, in Kingdom Hearts 1. But I'm still so confused on so many plot points. So NieR is kind of like a breath of fresh air. It's not that complicated. Even though it is one of the more complicated game series I've played. Fuck. This is gonna be a thing, isn't it? Why am I so bad at this? Oh my god. I hate platformers. I hate platforming games so much. The fuck? Obtained Kabuki outfit? You have outfits in this game? What? I want to change my outfit. Well, that one's new, apparently. I don't know what's going on. Boss music is playing. Okay. Did not get to read that, but it was talking about the apocalypse. That's fun. Obtained magic bat? Is that what it said? Oh! Magic scroll is forbidden. So I can't use magic on this boss, or otherwise we have to restart. Following action is prohibited in this room. So now I have to use magic. Evade with mouse. No, I can't evade. Well, this is awful. Can I jump? Okay, I can jump at least. I can attack again. Now I can't jump! Evasion again? Really? Magic it is. This is annoying. Please let me out of this place. Black and white. Third aspect. Kinda can't get through the door yet. I mean, I'm still being shot at. I don't know where it wants me to go. Guess in here. Freaking bullet hells. Okay, guess not that way. Just gonna go where the shades are. That usually works. We still haven't got an explanation why NieR is so big and buff. And older. Boss time? This seems like a boss room.
It seems we have been shut in.
Or not. Oh, Jesus. Literally looks like a bullet hell. Oh, now they have armor. That's gonna be annoying. I already know it. Is there more? No? Okay. In Elden Ring, I made a bullet hell Jesus build for spam magic and stuff. That's cool. It's gonna make us fight this boss again, isn't it? Okay. The actual boss itself wasn't that bad, but the drones it summoned while we were fighting it was annoying. I'd like to point out that we've been playing for 2 hours and we haven't even started. Not even started. Like the actual story of Route B. We've been doing all this side stuff and like reading. I guess this could be considered story, although I don't know what's going on. Okay. About 5 hours till Genshin servers go down for the update. That's cool. I probably will not be playing until... Probably not till the day of the stream, because I don't want to be spoiled. The sky falls with the dragon. The world ends today. Every time I kill one, just another one appears. Alright. I hate these things in the frickin' Molosseum, or whatever you want to call it. The really pretty dance floor. Speaking of updates though, FGO 6th anniversary came out yesterday. I of course did my gacha pools, my GSSR, all that fun stuff, so that gacha video should be coming out either today or tomorrow. Really depends on how much time I have to edit tonight. But that was a very fun stream. Well, not stream, but recording session, I guess. The anniversaries are always really, really fun for FGO. So many rewards and stuff. Ooh. Go around. There's still more. Oh, this one's like doubled armor. Okay. It has like twice as much armor as all the other ones did. Is it cheating to push it against the wall? Probably. Do I care much? Not really. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. It's getting faster with the less armor though. Attacking more frequently. Which is actually something I really like about the shades, as weird as it is. They're slower with the armor than without. And then when they don't have it, they're faster, and they hit harder. It's actually a really cool game mechanic. By the way, I got a new weapon, didn't I? I did. It sucks, but it is pretty cool looking. Oh, I got this one too. Two-handed sword. Fool's Lance. it sucks. When a spear does more than a greatsword, you know it sucks. Oh my god! Why do they keep summoning so many of these big armored dudes? I don't understand what's going on. I really don't. I wish it would explain something. But it probably just wants to be cryptic AF. Because you're supposed to find stuff in the other playthroughs. That's why there's more than one. In this one, so far, we've learned more about Kaine than we needed to know. Although I did actually like kind of reading that a little bit. I wish I didn't have to read it, but it was good background for her character. And now we're just in like some crazy, nonsensical world where NieR is some big buff man. And it's endless fights, but with really good music. Damn, that wouldn't be so bad if there weren't so many of them. Because when you pay attention to one, the other ones attack you. Like that. Okay, let's get Whirlwind going. We'll go all the way 4. Oh, come on, just die. These things have so much HP. Okay, that's 1 down. That's 2 down. Now we just have the one still covered in armor. Lovely. For a second there, I thought there was another one, and I was like, I'll just scream. These things already take forever to kill. I'm not dealing with a freaking millionth one. Did you just die already? Like, come on. Please be it. BRB? Okay. The puppet priest collected the occult prayers and polished something. Oh, it's a shoot 'em up. Again, good music, but I don't want to do a shoot 'em up. These kind of things annoy me. Can't see. Light at the end of the tunnel, so I'm just gonna keep shooting. Hopefully I hit something. Oh, okay, bats. Knew it. Always behind you. There's some up there. Oh, there are some up there. I think the freaking lances have R to target. Oh, big one. Oh no, not a pig. Why is there a pig? I don't trust this. I never know where they're gonna come from. Like I said, very good music though. I think that's the only like saving grace of this part. And I think they knew that. That's why they put such good music on them. We're gonna make the players do something super tedious and annoying for no reason. Probably just to pad out the game a little more. So we're gonna put some really good music on it so they don't get so mad. That's what I feel like's happening. Oh, obtain samurai outfit. Cool. Exactly what I love to hear. What? No. Can I leave? How do I leave? Is it this door? Oh, leave the arena. Oh, so that's arena mode. So I don't actually have to do that. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome. We're gonna have to do that before the end of the playthrough, though. But I actually would like to start the story.
Something wrong?
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
I know what you mean.
But with very
That
good
happens to me
music.
whenever I read it.
It said I got outfits. How do I put outfits on? Seriously. Order magic options? Language. Game. Camera. Controls. Maybe other? I know that's weird, but... Dark Blast. I'm a very cosmetic kind of person. Like, I like my characters to have cosmetics. So the fact that we have outfits, I would like to look at them. I don't know how to do that, though. Wait, I was right. That was a dream. Yeah, it was. I wonder if we have like a wardrobe or something in here. I didn't exactly look. It's like the arena mode. So you go over here and you read the journal, and I guess you can go into the arena. And every time you beat one, another one unlocks. And it gives you stuff like money and outfits.
Hey.
Oh, hi. I kinda thought you'd never talk to us again.
I understand you're doing this for the village, and that you don't have a choice.
Pretty much, yeah. But look, why don't you go talk to Popola? I think she wanted to discuss the Shadow Lord with you.
I'm headed there next. Oh, and Devila?
Yeah?
Sorry about yesterday. I shouldn't have lost my temper like that.
You don't need to apologize. Anyone would be upset when their friends are hurting.
I'm so torn because they are really nice, and it's obvious they care about NieR.
Let Emil and Kaine know that we're sorry, alright?
But they're tricking us. It's so different now, knowing that they work for the Shadow Lord, that they're not technically... that they're villain. Well, not really villains. I'd say we're the villain of the story, actually. We literally single-handedly end humanity. Like, it's literally NieR's fault that humans go extinct in this world. So I guess that makes us the villains. To be fair, though, he had good goals. He just wanted to save his sister.
Popola?
Oh, hello.
Look, I want to apologize for
It's under the game settings and difficulty.
Stop. You didn't do anything
Huh?
wrong.
Yeah, but neither did you. You're just trying to protect the villagers. And I jumped down your throat for it.
It's very kind of you to say so. Regardless, please don't let it trouble you.
Ahem. I believe there was something you wished to discuss with us.
Oh, right. Yes, about that. You know about the lost shrine, right?
The temple where I was first discovered.
That's it. Well, it seems that the Shadow Lord's lair is connected to it somehow.
Oh ho. It was right under our pages the whole time.
Pages, because you don't have a nose.
But
Got
the
it.
bridge that leads there is unusable.
So, take a boat.
A boat?
Yes, the canal's finally been repaired. It took a lot longer than expected, what with the shades and all. I also asked them to provide a boat at the path to the Lost Shrine's back entrance. The ferryman will let you use it free of charge. That should make it easier for you to move from town to town.
I hate the Lost Shrine.
Popola.
I'm telling you guys this
I feel like
now.
you've done so much
We had to
for me.
go through it 3 times in the first playthrough. We're gonna have to do it, what, 2 more times in this one, 2 more times in the next
I'm really
one.
grateful.
Ugh.
All right.
It's
See
the
you
worst location.
And for the
It
love of
really
everything,
is.
Be careful.
path above the entrance to the shopping district should lead to the boat landing.
Alright.
How excellent to know the canal is finished. Hopefully this puts our days of running all over behind.
Alright, you said it was under... difficulty? I don't see that. It's under options. I don't see settings. Is it on... Is it not in-game? Can you not actually change them in-game?
Thus,
The faster we can move, the faster we can save Yona. Let's use it as often as we need.
It's very weird. But whatevs. Not really worried about it. So one of the requirements, not to get this playthrough's ending, but to get the next playthrough's ending, is actually to collect all 33 weapons.
Yeah, I'm collecting them. That's what.
So whenever we
Sure,
get the
that
chance, we need to buy weapons.
Welcome.
So, how much money do I have? Shoot, where is it? 18? I actually can get one of them. If I sell stuff.
Blacksmith. Well,
Alright, so let's get the more expensive one. And then we'll have to get this one later.
blacksmiths always do well.
I think it's in other options. Other. Restore all defaults, return to title screen and load game. That's others. Controls. Yeah, that's just the actual controls. Sound screen, game maybe? Visibility. Quick weapon switch. Difficulty category settings? No. Because I was just trying to reset the default. Oh my god, he's alive! You weren't eaten by the girl yet!
Hey, look who it is. Remember me?
Yeah, I saw your bloodied mango corpse without a head. Good to see ya!
red bag.
Hey, it's been a while.
Sure has. I've been in charge of this canal since we last talked.
It would be silly to have to leave the game in order to change clothes, right? I think so.
Apparently I did a pretty good
It
job
definitely
with
seems like we're
because
gonna
they
have
decided
to.
make me the permanent ferryman.
Oh yeah, huh?
Thanks. Still, it's not all puppies and unicorns. The old ball and chain is always harping on me now about how much I work. Anyway, if you got a place to be, just let me know and I'll take you there.
Okay, so we need to go to Lost Shrine Rear Path. Ooh. By the way, guys, I do want to stream Star Rail tomorrow. I just don't know if I'll be able to. It all
Lost Shrine's
depends
up ahead,
if
just past this cave.
my brother does need me to babysit or not. He said he might need me. So I was like, okay, well,
Shadow Lord's castle.
let me know.
Let us make haste.
So if I do have to, I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. But if I don't, I will be streaming Star Rail tomorrow morning. Just letting you guys know. He did call his wife An old ball and chain. That's not a good relationship. Hassle. This is new. What do you want? Go away, dirty, defective swine. I am not like you. I am different. Are we gonna see stuff from the Shades' perspective? Is that what this whole playthrough is? So now we have to feel bad that we murdered them? Damn. Damn. They did that in Automata too. They showed us the robot's perspective in 9S's stories. And they just really wanted you to feel bad for them. I get it, Emil, you can fly. You don't gotta rub it in. So annoying. Should just get an elevator. This place needs an elevator. Oh wait, it has one. It's just broken. Of course it is. Do do do. By the way, Galaxy, if you're in the chat, I'm never leveling Locha. Never. You again. Stop bothering me. Grimoire Vice has been taken away. Hassel is dead. Hansel is dead. There's no reason for me to exist anymore. Oh, Hansel and Gretel. Huh. I didn't get that. My life is over. Just leave me alone. What? Give it to me! I wish I could. I really don't. Okay, I like to hate Otto.
We finally get to bathe in blood.
Don't talk to me.
I want to kill so bad I can barely stand it.
We actually hear him now. Okay. But anyway, I was gonna say, I really like to hate Otto. So I'm probably never gonna level Locha. I don't really see the point to, especially when I just use Japard anyway. I don't need a healer. And now I have Yukong, so I don't need Imaginary either, so... By the way, I actually have a short that says this exactly coming out later, but I don't really care. I want to bring it up. We have Welt. We have Otto. When the frick are they going to release Kevin? They have to. They released the other two main men of Honkai. They have to make Kevin playable. Please, for the love of God, make a playable Kevin, Honkai Star Rail. Please. And make him the dragon version of him. I'm gonna be, well, I won't be disappointed that just plain basic be Kevin, but I would prefer the horned and winged version of Kevin. It's gonna make us do the puzzles again. Okay.
This is all
Yes,
too
when
easy.
Kevin. I am going to wail for that man, especially if it's the dragon version of Kevin. I might E6. I might E6. I'm already considering wailing for Dan Hung when he comes out. Oh my god. Are the puzzles worse? They seem worse. No, push it back. Why'd you grab it? Yeah, they seem more annoying now, but they might have always been like this. I wasn't. Yeah, but I'm not really wailing. I haven't really spent money in Honkai Star Rail. I spent 50 bucks for Silver Wolf,
Their bodies aren't fully functional.
and I did spend $200 for Bronya, but I'm not wailing for every character. I have just gotten actually really lucky with Star Rail, as funny as that is. But here's the thing. Dan Hung is hot. The puzzles seem easy. They're not hard, they're just annoying. It takes forever to move the boulders. Because you gotta remember, this is what, the third time I've done them? You had to do them as child NieR. Then you have to do them as adult NieR, and now I have to do them again as adult NieR. So I'm just a little annoyed, is all. They're making me do them again. Again. Murder. They're not all dead? Nope. We have Bronya. We have Bronya. We have May. Where is Kiana? Do we have May? I mean, she's not out yet. And the design of the character that I saw did look a lot like May. Like, a lot like May. But they could just say it's someone else. I think it's gonna be like a Kokomi situation where it's gonna be like 4 or 5 months before we actually see her come out. I've treated you all poorly. I've mocked you, betrayed you. All you want. Gestalt before the change was complete. But after all this, I think I understand you. We can speak as equals. This makes me very happy. I hope we can spend the rest of our lives. What was that? Oh. They just kind of came to an understanding and started being friendly with each other, and then we're gonna walk in, right? And kill them. Got it.
Kaine, Emil, look, from now on, I'm going to sleep outside with you.
Why?
I can't accept that you aren't allowed in the village. It's stupid.
So you're staging a protest? Fun.
Don't waste your time.
But it just feels wrong.
Well, that's really nice of you, but you still don't have to stay out here with us.
Emil.
You got a super important mission. You can't sleep out in the rain. What if you catch a cold? Besides, I like camping with Kaine.
Yeah.
Sometimes we sit around the fire and tell stories, or roast...
Neil, that's enough.
May was mentioned at the beginning of the game. Really? Was she? I don't remember her. But I actually think their interactions... This interaction, I don't think they actually give a shit about NieR right now. I think they just want to have their time together because in their minds, they think themselves as like a freak. Emil and his body, Kaine and the whole shade thing, like, I think to them, it's a time where they can just be, because they act very differently with each other than with NieR. And I don't know if you guys, like, caught that, but they're, like, more friendly, because Kaine don't really talk much to us. I legitimately think they just don't want NieR out there with them.
Just kick them aside.
Oh, and how funny is it that both Emil and Kaine fell in love with NieR? I mean, I can kind of see NieR and Kaine. Kind of. I don't know. Kaine's got a lot of shit going on. But I think in NieR's eyes, they're like my two friends, and in Kaine's eyes, he's like the annoying boy that I love. Don't you touch them. Oh, it wasn't guarding the Shadow Lord's palace.
What's going on? There's dozens of them!
It was protecting its friends. And we slaughter them.
These are creatures of the darkness. Lure them to the light.
We legitimately slaughter them. And they're so small, so they have to... does that mean they're little kids? Do you guys think that's how it works? Like, the bigger shades are adults, and then the little ones are kids? If so, that makes this scene really dark.
Oh, you're funny. I'm gonna start crying.
What are you two doing? Oh, are we supposed to shoot? Because otherwise he puts the shield up. Okay, that makes sense. That was easy. Abby would be proud. Slaughtering kids would make her proud, really? I can see that, actually.
Felled the beast.
Yes, we are the bad guy. I mean, I know, but they don't know that. Like we saw in the first playthrough, NieR doesn't understand what they're saying.
This is one stubborn son of a bitch.
Damn it, damn it, damn it!
Hey there, Sunshine. You ain't feeling bad for this week, are ya? Ain't no turning back now. You gotta lust for blood. Embrace the slaughter. All we know is the thrill of battle. Ain't that right, Kaine?
Is he dead? Oh right, this happens.
Kaine!
If she was human, she'd be dead.
Oh, you're kidding me!
Kaine!
She's fine. She's not in danger of death at all. Well, that's a nice shower. Grub-a-dub-dub. Don't just stand there. Go help her.
Kaine! Are you alright? Kaine!
I fear there is little we can do for her.
No!
Maybe pull
Kaine!
a stick out of her face?
What is happening?
NieR got a bit of blood on him.
It's all over for you, Sunshine.
Kaine! Kaine!
It's kind of cool. Now we can hear his voice. He was talking this whole time and NieR just couldn't hear him. Every other shade, their clothes also become black and creepy.
We've no other choice. We must
Not
track
Kaine,
it down.
she gets to keep her gimp outfit.
Come back!
Now, pin her down.
Kaine, please!
Oh dear.
Kaine! Kaine!
Kaine!
I couldn't hold it back. I can't be with...
We're always going to be together, Kaine. If you transform again, we'll just stop it again. As many times as it takes. I don't care how tough it is. We're gonna get you back. I like sleeping outside because I'm with you, Kaine. I'm able to ignore my appearance and keep going because of you. I'm weak, and I'm sad, and I'm lonely. But you make me strong. You're my friend, and I need you. So don't you dare leave me.
All right. Stop crying. And thanks. I'm all right.
Yay! That's actually a really sweet moment. The door! Dude, wait, imagine Kyrie just standing there. The door. It's open. Fades away.
And what is this?
It's me.
Alright, so now we gotta collect the other 4. No big deal. That's what we'll do next stream. Now that we know where they all are and everything, it shouldn't take very long to do. But this stream was
It's a cipher.
pretty long. And for a morning stream anyway. Especially because there was like an hour, and I mean an hour of reading at the beginning.
I think this is the key to unlocking the Shadow Lord's castle. Here, take a look at this. I wrote down all the words I can understand. This fragment is called the Stone. Given that you found it in the Lost Shrine,
This
the
was
words
interesting,
must
yeah.
mean
We also
something.
got to exceed the arena mode and stuff,
There are
which is
spaces here
awesome.
for 4 other fragments as well. Sacrifice, the Law of Robotics, the Memory Tree, Loyal Cerberus, the Law of Robotics, and the...
Yeah, I remember.
Not a problem. If we want to fill in the words,
We'll also
just
be
run
playing
around
NieR
the
this
world killing
Saturday,
every
so
big
we'll
monster we
probably
find,
finish
right?
at least getting the key fragments this week. So we'll probably finish Route B on Tuesday of next week. And then we'll start Route C and D because they can be done together.
Oh, splendid. By all means, let us undertake a murderous rampage.
They're just shades. Besides, it's the only way to reach the Shadow Lord.
It's a dangerous task.
Except for they're not just shades.
Yeah,
Shades
well,
are
Yona's in even
people.
more danger.
How can you even be sure that she's...
Because she is! Right?
It's actually really hard to, like, not keep my mouth shut.
Keep in the Forest of Myth, yeah?
Please be careful.
Now that we know that all the shades are human.
Oh, and listen. About Kaine and Emil. The villagers know how much they've sacrificed, and they're thankful. It's just... they're scared, you know? People can't change overnight. I'll hurry them along the best I can. But can you please give them a little more time?
Emil is a floating skeleton, and Kaine has a literal demon inside of her. I understand.
I'll try.
Plus, I feel like they enjoy actually just being able to be themselves, not around NieR and everyone else outside the village when they camp, so... The story does change when you understand the enemy. Yes, that is very true. We'll head to the junkyard first.
Perhaps we can find it.
Just because it's one of those ones where you have to finish like a couple of them before you actually get the piece, so. Alright guys, we are going to end stream here, and like I said, we'll probably finish collecting all the key fragments on Saturday. So if you guys want to continue our NieR journey, you can catch Saturday's stream. We'll be playing probably Star Rail tomorrow. And Thursday is, of course, Persona 4 Golden, where we'll officially start the end of the game, which is really exciting. And then, of course, Friday we are going to be playing Genshin and playing version, is it 3.8? With Klee's new summer adventure. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, it's been Rain, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.